Get him a wee tin foil hot again, just so his top doesn't burn.
We got Rogue Medic and Kyle in the building. What's going on, fellas? Happy Sunday.
Hey guys, welcome Rogue Medic.
Hopefully y'all are doing well. We just getting set up, doing some share outs.
Just doing share outs and getting ready to dab. Haley.
Haley in the building. Check out my food porn in Discord. I will, brother. What an awesome day this morning. Me and Kyle was over in the studio. The wife made us this awesome breakfast. We smoked. I mean, we smoked. Hot damn. I don't even know what happened today.
I had a lot of fun today.
Dude, it was a fucking blast today.
Tweeted. We are tweeted out.
We are tweeted.
We are tweeted.
So hopefully everyone's having a good day. Yeah, she killed breakfast, man. Oh.
It is like if I didn't know that you actually enjoyed my breakfast, I would have thought that you sat here and was like, she killed breakfast. Ugh. But I didn't know better, but I know better.
But yeah, welcome to the channel, Rogue Medic. There's the wife's channel, and then
my other channel.
One of her channels. But yeah, we've had this podcast for a couple of years now. We stopped doing it for a minute, and then we're like Willie Will and all them guys, and everybody always asking us for us to bring it back. We decided to start season 3, and well, here we are. Here we is. We doing it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Sleepy J. Hey y'all, what's going on?
What's up, Sleepy J? Then I have to put in my verification code.
But yeah, we're doing some share outs, getting it on all our socials, and then I guess the new format, since we're on Twitch now, we'll do that wait a couple minute thing, just chat before we get into the topics and stuff. But tonight, I believe, is going to be alien abductions, yo.
Yep.
So
Glad you liked it, Kyle. I thought of you with that meme.
So we're gonna be digging deep into the aliens. Oh shit, Kyle. Kyle's barbecue. Oh damn.
Let me see. I want to drool.
Hot damn. So yeah, if y'all want to see this, y'all need to go to the DJ Bruce Discord, because whew, Kyle cook. I've had Kyle cook for me.
Oh damn, Kyle.
Kyle was over here.
This is why he didn't want Big Ziti. He knew what he was cooking. He knew what he had.
Kyle was down here in the beginning of the summer, and he brought some fucking steaks with him, and these things were monsters. Mm-hmm. And I got the grill already, and we charcoaled it up and all that other stuff, and I gave him the the spatula and the tongs, and I let my man hit the grill.
You actually let another
Yep,
man.
I let him cook on my
touch
own
your
grill
barbecue.
too. You know, so that's sacred. Like, but man, he was done in less than 10 minutes. Probably, I want to say, one of the best steaks I've ever eaten in my life. And my wife said the same thing, and both my kids. Like, dude's fire with the barbecue.
But before hip hop had rappers, it was just beats.
Definitely. Oh, did I mention most definitely? So yeah, if you're tuned in, I guess if you're a drinker, you know, grab yourself a brew or a glass of wine or whatever y'all sipping on. If you
Or you could just grab some weed and a blanket and a cup of coffee.
Yep. Or if you're a smoker, get the bowl packed, get the dab rigs out. We about to light up.
Let's do a dab, Bruce.
We're gonna do them.
I'll do a dab.
Yeah, Kyle, I know that same exact feeling, dude. It is fantastic when you cook a meal for someone and then you serve it to them just to see their reaction, or, you know, when they taste all your hard work. I love it. That's such a great feeling. I know exactly what you mean. That's kind of like my shit right there. Kyle stealing my moments.
I'm sure more than one person has similar moments.
Alright.
They are seeing people enjoy their hard work.
I'm gonna give you guys some visuals while we're starting our little get going.
Let's do some dabs.
Brooker's
sucker.
wants to do some dabs. See, I got some cool ass visions. Aliens tonight. Let's get the blowtorch, yo. Blowtorch time. Cheers, people.
Oh, that's right. I gotta split this screen. I forgot how to do that. I kind of remember. Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're smoking, let me know what you're smoking on. To be honest, between the two that you did, y'all didn't go heavy, but you didn't go light. So those are some fucking big ass dabs. I mean, not big like killers, but they were good ones. Definitely good ones. That's what I'm busting out now. Kyle smoked some of this with me this morning. Some chocolate shatter. It's like one of my favorites at the moment.
Mine too.
Brookers.
I absolutely love it. Well, what was the one that I really, really like?
Mandarin.
No. The one that we just got today. Or not today.
The other day.
The other day. That when I smoked it today, I was like really, really
Double
energized.
Rainbow Diamonds and Sauce.
Yeah.
Double
one,
Raymond Diamonds and Sauce. That was fucking crazy
That
fire.
one is crazy potent, but I will say I was pleasantly stoned, but I was still able, like, I had energy to do stuff. And that is something that I truly, truly, truly enjoyed.
You see, you said Tara passed out in the middle. Get your chat?
Yeah.
About to smoke
Okay,
that new
now I
bowl.
see it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to retire, Woody. It's just, I want to give you something nice, my man. You know? And I know I gave you them other nice ones, but y'all are a collector.
That's okay.
That is okay. I think it's great. So that's why I gave him another piece.
We collect pieces too.
I know.
But yeah, he got SpongeBob.
Yep.
Pineapple piece.
Little pineapple block. I love that. I love them little blocks too. They hit so good.
Yeah. Well, you can just like throw it right into your pocket and just go. We have a similar one on the website. If anybody's interested, it's a zebra one.
Yeah, we do have a zebra block like the one I gave Kyle on our website.
dj-bruce.com, and it could be yours. It could be yours. We are sponsored by djbruce.com. So we should mention it a few times.
There we go. Haley with the link. Top
thank
Cat
you, Haley.
in the building. That's my main homie right there.
Happy Sunday, Top Cat. I hope this day is treating you well. It's treating us very well. We had Kyle over the house today, and it's just been a great day all around.
Yeah, we were ripping dabs for breakfast and eating breakfast.
Ripping dabs and taking names.
We did about a 30-second tattoo.
We legit, like, so Kyle and I, like, he didn't even, like, go crazy because he literally just had to fix, like, a small part on the nose that Tara accidentally, it happened at work, right? Yeah. But anyways, so literally Kyle and I are sitting there with just our phone flashlights holding it for Bruce.
Yeah, so technically I did my first, not even a kitchen table tattoo, it was a coffee table tattoo. So, and then the two people that were there held their phone flashlights so I could tattoo under phone flashlights. So I actually kind of felt like pretty gangster. So.
It was a cool session though. That's what Kyle was saying. It was a fun day.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Fucking awesome day.
I'm excited to do these dabs. I don't think. Is everybody else? Am I the only weirdo that like sings about smoking? Like I legit love it. Let's do some dabs, sucker. We go get high today. Let's do some dabs, sucker. We're goofy. Now I gotta take off this flannel shirt. I put Bruce's flannel shirt on when I get cold. I usually wear it in the wintertime. But I always get cold, so I always put it on as like a nice like cover shirt. So I gotta take it off. I'm hot.
So yeah, we're gonna be smoking big tonight too. We got some chocolate dabs that we're gonna rip before we get the alien topic started. And Brooker's rolled 4 fucking doobers because she's learning how to roll. So she rolled 4 doobers of this fire fucking bud that we got dropped off this morning. And then I was at the dispensary the other
Thursday.
day.
Was it Thursday?
Friday. And
got some street fire.
yeah, we'll get a Top Cat. Get on a plane. I'll be at the airport waiting for you, brother. But and then we got some Red Line haze to smoke during the show too. So we got a bowl of this purple fucking bud. We got 4 joints of some absolute fire that my homie left me. And we got some fucking chocolate dabs. So this is gonna be like, I don't know. What would you say, Brookers? Fucking littest podcast yet?
Sure.
It's not even a podcast
I hope it
no
makes
more.
sense.
It's a podcast.
So that was what it is intended to be. Pot of coffee. It's a play on words.
But yeah, Top Cat, I'm down. I am down. I love slinging ink. I love fucking stabbing people. It's like one of the funnest things I like to do. I hate when they leak on me, but it's cool.
Green Slade Gaming.
In the building. What's going on, Will?
Feels good.
How you doing tonight, brother?
Give me my blowtorch, yo.
I'm first. I'm too busy running my mouth.
I know.
But look,
Chatty
it's
Cathy.
Top Cat, it's Kyle, it's Green Slade, it's Haley. They my homies. I get excited. My homies get me excited.
Kyle and Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue Medic's in here too. I forgot. He was like one of the first people in here, and that's fucking totally cool.
It really is.
There
I'm
he
like
is.
So happy you came in to check us out, Rogue, because, well, it's just fun. We're fun and you're fun, so it'll all be fun. As soon as we get these dabs like into us, we'll be good. Let's do some dabs, sucker. Got 9 people watching us.
Share, tweet.
Yeah, man. Post, share, tweet, twat, Buddy Jane, whatever there is out there. Share us out, yo. Show us the love.
I'll host.
I already hosted.
I'll give you a host.
At least I thought I did. I might not have. I'll
Yeah,
host it
Green
now.
Slade. We got a Ganja kid. He's got called into some out-of-state work, so he's not going to be with us this week.
And that's okay because I'm super happy he got that opportunity.
Yeah, he got a huge opportunity at work, so he took advantage of that. But
Hopefully he'll be back here next week.
definitely hit me up this week. Will, let's get you into Discord. Let's get you back on the podcast. Willie Will was in other seasons. He's one of our favorite special guests. Mm-hmm. So, all right, I got you hosted, Miss Brookers.
Thanks, Beeb.
Yeah, we gotta get Willie Will back on. A couple other people I have in mind.
Do your dab, sucker. I'm about to light up a joint without you.
Bro.
You did get probed in the previous season. You did. It absolutely happened. And if you want to check it out, you can check out our YouTube, Pot of Coffee Podcast, because shit is crazy. Green Slate Gaming came on. I don't even remember. I think it was a pirate show.
Pirates.
Yeah, we were doing some sort of show, and
It's a pirate show.
there was a glitch in the system, and Willie Will got abducted and came back like 2 seconds later.
Didn't even know it happened.
Didn't even know what happened. It had happened, and you can hear it right on the show.
You could see it, like his voice goes crazy. He starts talking about all this weird stuff that made no sense, and then he just came back like nothing happened.
Yeah, pirates. It was alien pirates.
Yeah, alien pirates.
Oh, man. But yeah, so obviously, like I said, we're on YouTube. We're also on the Weed Tube. There is a thing called the Weed Tube, and it's pretty cool. You should check it out. Get it, Bruce. Get it. Just remember, if you start coughing really bad, you need to mute your mic. You got it. What are y'all smoking on today? Let me know in the chat.
Or sipping.
Take it to the head, Kyle said. Or sipping. Let me know what you're sipping on. Some Cristal?
So this morning,
They don't probe earthly pirates. Smoking on the same weed as us. We were mixing it. Got your stuff rolled into some joints. We got the dabs going on. And I think we got...
I got some
something else in the...
Red Line Haze.
Red line... What is it?
Red Line Haze.
Red line haze in the bong.
It's purple, like legit purple bud.
Top Cat smoking on some pink lemonade by Wyatt Herbs Farms. That sounds
Nice.
delicious. That absolutely sounds scrumptious.
I know this morning we were smoking on a strain called the Lotto.
The Lotto by the
93
Three
boys
boys.
out of Chicago.
And I highly, highly recommend it. They give back to the community and are a black-owned business. So, 93 boys,
The Lotto.
the Lotto.
And then Top Cat, he's got Tiger Bloods for dabs. Yeah, we just gonna call that strain, Kyle, Goodness.
You have that app, babe.
Yeah, actually, Kyle, would you like for me to scan it and I could tell you exactly what it is? Like legit. Let me run it through the machine.
Here we go, motherfuckers. Pinky up.
Big red pop, tastes like bubble gum and sometimes cough medicine. Okay, that's cool.
That is so good.
Yeah, our dabs is it's a straight indica. We're smoking on Champion City chocolate. Fucking fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do this scan and then I think it's gonna be time to get the show rolling.
I concur.
We could always take a dab break. right, Kyle, you ready? I need a bigger bud. So I used something.
What?
I'm telling the guys.
Oh.
I used something here called the Kush scanner.
Does it only work on Kush brands, though?
No, it just works for weed.
Gotcha.
The ganja kid was trying to say that.
I wasn't sure. I was just asking.
So I use this app called the Kush scanner, and I compare it to like the dispensary buds and stuff, and
Yeah, you have. That's right. I forgot. You have.
we've
done
tested it, and
Yeah.
it works really well. It really does. The pictures are a little difficult.
Yeah, I think that would be my
To get
only
lined
complaint
up.
about it.
But that's really the only complaint. So, Kush strain detected. All right, 30 seconds, Kyle, and I will let you know what you were smoking on.
You gotta watch an ad.
Yeah, DJ Bruce broke. He ain't paying for shit. Especially the phone.
I wish I could be abducted by an alien for real. We are not alone. Absolutely, Kyle. Absolutely.
You know, if you play banging house music, they will come. They will.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Kyle, you ready to find out what you got? I'm going to put it in the Discord, too, in case you don't believe me.
What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm excited to find out. Hercules.
And I know why it tastes like fire.
Oh, damn, Kyle. Wait till you see this shit.
All right, we are smoking on, and this is 81% accurate. Pineapple Express, 19% THC. 61% cheese and 41% lemon haze.
Damn, Kyle.
So I'm going to drop that in the Discord, Kyle, and then that's your write-up, like the chemical write-up
Yeah.
type shit.
Yerp.
I'll tag you. So that's the science behind the bud. The science. So yeah, 61% cheese. Cheese is a great strain. That's one of my favorites right there. But yeah, Pineapple Express. Thought it tasted good. Yeah, it's fire. It is definitely fire. Yeah, that's up in the Discord for you, Kyle. I'm going to put this bud away. Maybe one more dab.
No, we gotta get the show started. We're falling behind.
All right, then.
We'll do a dab. Let's smoke a joint.
I'm going to do
And
a
then
dab.
we'll do a
and
dab
then
after the joint.
I'm going to start
Promise.
Actually, you start the show. I'm going to do a dab.
But what about my dab?
I'm a co-host, motherfucker. Let's go.
So am I. We're both co-hosts. Duh.
No, didn't get shot.
Didn't get shot over it. That's always a good sign.
We didn't get shot. We didn't get killed. We didn't get arrested. And we smoking good. We are blessed. We truly are. And then I got all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me and Kyle were talking today about, like, the DJ show and all that other stuff. And I was telling, man, like, you guys are a blessing. You really are. And when I say that on my DJ, like, I mean it. Y'all are fucking just, I love y'all. I truly do. Yeah, it's straight fire. Brookers,
Yarp.
fire to show up.
Ready?
Let's do it.
They are tiny, they are tall, they are gray, they are green. They survey our world with enormous glowing eyes and study our behaviors and lifestyles. To conduct their shocking experiments, they creep in at night to carry humans off to their spaceships and do crazy humans experiments. These are the stories of average people and their experiences being abducted by aliens. So join me and DJ Bruce on tonight's exciting episode of Pot of Coffee Podcast.
You sounded like the guy from the Unsolved Mysteries. You're like, these are the stories.
Robert Stack.
This is the real deal here. Like, she was serious. But yeah, y'all know me. I'm DJ Bruce. It's fucking fantastic, Brookers.
So
professional as
professional.
fuck. That's what I'm talking about, Greenslade. We got a lovely chat popping. We ready to do our Sunday thing. We're on that season 3.
Season 3 live.
Yeah, season 3. We're live this season. That's special.
It's really special. It's something completely different that we've never done before.
Nope.
And I truly, truly love having everybody else in the chat's input.
I like the
So-
activeness.
Yeah.
Like last time when we were podcasting, which was a main reason why we stopped podcasting, was the editing work and
a
all the
lot of
behind
work.
the scenes. Like for me to put out an hour-long episode, it would take almost a week of audio and video editing and all this work. And this the live's where it's at. And then we didn't have no interaction with, people in the chat or anything.
Besides
it was just,
our guests.
Yeah, besides the guest. Which
All right.
Greenside knows. He was on in the other seasons, like we were saying. So
Yeah.
there's a lot involved. But now with the live, I mean, it's one shot, one only. No going back, no fixing things. Like, we got to get it right the first time. So we get extra bake for that.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. Yeah, I threw up in the toilet on the way into the podcast. I was all nervous. Smacking myself in the mirror in the bathroom, splashing water on my face.
Your arms are sweaty. Wait, what is it? Arms are heavy, knees weak, palms are sweaty.
Sweaty. Mom spaghetti.
All right, so let's get back to it. And cut. See, this is the part where Bruce and I would get off topic. And then I would go, cut. And then Bruce would know when he needed to cut out our ramblings. And then it would just be, you wouldn't even hear it in the other ones. But now you get to see the behind the scenes and our crazy way of thinking.
What's cool, too.
Yes, it must have been some good weed. Dude, this shit is fire. It was a dab.
What's cool, too, is even I think for the rewatchers, if you rewatch on Twitch, you can see the chat. But if you're rewatching on the YouTube and stuff, they don't know what we're talking about, but they do know what we're talking about. So I think it makes it funny because you can't see the chat on YouTube or none of that. So I just think that just makes it cooler. Like,
So I haven't connected every bit of our socials together yet. So if you are listening on YouTube or WeTube, if you go to Twitch, twitch.tv/pot_of_coffee_podcast.
what a fucking link.
Right? That is it. You can watch this live and you can join in with everybody, and it would be fun to see everybody.
Yo, Twitch links are goofy, though.
They are.
They
All
are.
right. All right, Bruce.
I was gonna go.
Bruce.
You stopped me. She
Breathe.
stopped me.
Serious face. Let's get back to it.
Stopped me, yo. I was about to get into something.
Okay, so, all right, everybody. Welcome to Pot of Coffee Podcast, where we have in-depth discussions on various topics, all while elevating our minds on the finest of cannabis. Tonight,
Where we like it deep.
Shut up. Cut. No. So, tonight we're going to be talking about alien abductions. Yay! So, has anybody, I'm going to ask this right now. Anybody in the chat besides Willie Will? And Willie Will, if you remember what happened during this abduction, you could totally talk about it.
So she said, Greenslade, you're not allowed to talk, but you could talk.
No.
That's what you
No, I was just like, I'm saying we know that he was already abducted. So I'm wondering if there's anybody else's story. But we know that Willie Will says that he doesn't remember any of it. So maybe if he does, could totally tell it. But has anybody had any alien abduction? Think about it. You know anybody that's been abducted by aliens?
I think whatever they do to you, Bear Decoder, what's going on?
Coder.
I think whatever they do to your butt makes you not remember. Because nobody remembers getting abducted, but they always wake up in their bed. It always has to do with some kind of butt thing. So I think
Always.
for the most part, at least that's most of the stories. The probe and then probe. So since I think whatever you're doing with your butt, there's like some kind of like memory gland or some kind of memory muscle in your
Called
ass.
milking the prostate.
Yeah, maybe they just get you so good that you like just like have one of them like I forget life orgasms. Yeah, you came at a perfect time, Bear. It's great to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend.
Oh man.
We are back being goofy.
Being us. Just being us. All right. Have you heard of Betty and Barney Hill?
Betty and Barney Rubble. Bathtub orgies with aliens. Yes.
Yes. There you go. There you go. So Betty and Barney Hills, they were both abducted. I'll tell you the story in a minute, but it kind of is what started all of the. I mean, look, there's been sightings and there's been all this other stuff, but nothing's been really as documented as the Betty and Barney Hill story. So Betty and Barney Hill took a spontaneous trip to the White Mountains of New Hampshire in September of 1961. As he recounted to John G. Fuller, as he recounted in John G. Fuller's book, The Interpreted Journey from 1966, Barney said that he needed a break from his night shift at the post office, while Betty was mentally exhausted from handling state child welfare cases. She was a social worker. On the last night of their makeshift honeymoon, the two found themselves in a Vermont diner, ready to make their last dash home to New Hampshire. So they were planning on, they were left at 10 at night, and they were planning on arriving back home at 2 in the morning. On the road, Betty noticed a particularly bright star, perhaps a planet, she thought maybe, in the sky. So when this object began changing its course in a crazy manner, Betty was convinced it was a UFO, but Barney wasn't. So she said, Barney, if you think that's a satellite or a star, you're being completely ridiculous. As the object drew closer, Barney pulled the car over to stop with a gun in his hand, got out to investigate. As he approached the object, Barney saw what he would later describe as a pancake-like disc glowing with brilliant white light. And that was about the size of a jet plane. So he ran back to his car, and they were both like driving it. Well, not both, but he was driving both of them as fast as they could to kind of get away from it. It was like chasing them, right? They eventually were overcome with this intense drowsiness and immediately fell unconscious. The couple pulled into their driveway around dawn. Remember, they said 2 a.m. they were supposed to be home, but now here we are, dawn. And they were unable to recall what had happened. 2 hours of memory have been completely wiped from their minds.
Do you think that's what happened to that night with us in Tennessee on the bike? Because we seemed like we were in the woods and on that dirt road for like hours. And which we were for hours, but we were there a lot longer than we were really there. So maybe that happened to us.
But we remember everything. We didn't lose any time.
But we lost time, but we only remember what we think we remember. What if that hour that seemed longer? You see what I'm saying?
No.
It's possible.
No.
I don't know. Where we were could totally be.
Where we were, I really thought that, like, it was like Children of the Corn. I thought, like, Malachi was going to come out of the freaking cornfield and kill us.
Yeah, I am totally dying, Kyle. I am still hitting my marble set.
So let me finish this, and then I'll smoke my dab. So Betty was convinced that they encountered a UFO. Hold on, I dropped a marble. So she was convinced that they had encountered a UFO, and she later even reported the sighting to the Air Force. Barney was still really skeptical, but he knew something wasn't right. And when the couple met with a psychiatrist in December of 1963, Barney quickly changed his mind. The doctor found that they were both suffering from crippling anxiety, especially Betty, and she kept having all these nightmares. And he put them under hypnosis. And then that's when the both of them started getting like all of their memories back. Barney recalled creatures with slanted eyes taking the couple aboard their UFO to conduct experiments on their naked bodies. Barney claimed that the beings took samples of his hair, his skin, and nail clippings, and then a 6-inch long needle was inserted into Betty's stomach.
I thought they were going to say anus.
I knew you. How did I know you were going to go there?
I just like butt stuff, okay?
Wow. Way to put it out there, Bruce.
I was just straight up to say it. Butts are cool.
So another time they went under hypnosis, she actually drew a star map of the sky from memory, from when they were up there. And when they looked at it, it was seen from a planet that was orbiting the star Zeta Reticuli. And it was actually drawn with accuracy.
Wow.
And this is like 40, like the place that she drew is 40 light years away from Earth.
Wow.
So it's not even like she could have like, and this is in the 60s.
Yeah. We didn't have telescopes yet then.
Yeah. Ultimately, the Barney and Betty Hill's account led the Air Force to launch Project Blue Book.
Project what? Sorry.
Project Blue Book, which is a shadowy initiative that was aimed to investigate domestic UFO sightings from the government. It also presented a template for all UFO abduction stories that followed in the decades to come. Now, a lot of people, like believers in UFO, believe that they were abducted, especially because now you have to remember, this was in the 60s. But Betty and Barney Hill were specifically chosen because they were an interracial couple in the 60s.
I see. You know, I heard a lot about that. We were just watching, what's that show we were watching? American Horror Story. And what was it? The first season with the Sane Asylum, right?
The first season was Murder House.
No, the first episode of whatever season. Asylum.
The Asylum one, yeah.
And I think that one story was based off of what you just said because it was the interracial couple. And yeah, that's a pretty crazy story.
Yes, it was loosely based on that.
Loosely.
I mean, Betty and Barney Hill were never put into an insane asylum.
I muted your mic because of your torch. But yeah, Tara was watching American Horror Story right now. She should be watching. She should be watching Pot of Coffee. What is wrong with her? I knew I should have just like drew lines all over her arm with the tattoo gun today. I should have really done it. I should have just drew a big penis. No, I would never. I take my tattooing very seriously. I would never mess with someone like that. Well, I guess there might be a line that I would mess with someone like that, but man, they would have to do some terrible stuff to me for me to do that. But other than that, one time I thought I saw aliens when I was a kid. I'll tell you the story about Brooker's just ripping the dam.
Seriously? Tell me.
I was at a horse farm in New Jersey.
Why? In 20 years that we've been together, I've never heard about this.
Because I don't like talking about things when I was young. I think they're fish, man. They're jellyfish.
So continue.
But anyway, so I was at this horse farm with my folks and shit back in the day. And it was like, you know how it's like getting dark, but the sun's still at its brightest. It still really didn't start getting any darker
like
and shit.
Right before the sun goes
right
down.
Before it like really starts changing like light
peaks.
shades. Yeah. So we're out there and we're doing all stuff with the horses and all this other junk. And next thing you know, we hear this like bang. And it wasn't like a bang like that like you hear like in a barn or in the woods or any of that shit. I mean, it was like boom, like the whole sky fucking banged. And then we looked up, and then there was this like orange thing shooting across the sky like fast as fuck, like a plane. But it had like, it looked like a ball of fire. And then all this fucking smoke shooting out of it. And we watched this thing go across the sky. And it like went like down into the woods, but like way too far for us to even go look. And then not even 5 minutes later, there was like at least 15 helicopters, like army helicopters and shit.
No fucking way.
And then my folks, they went up because there wasn't cell phones and shit yet. This was like way back in the like early well, we didn't have cell phones. There was like bag phones, but nobody had that shit really.
Nobody had
so
that
like
shit.
my dad and shit ran to like the main house, like or where the barn was, and like we didn't live there, we just like rented it and kept our horses and shit there. And then they called to see what's happening, and like the local cops and sheriffs and shit came out, and they said it was an asteroid.
An asteroid?
It was an
they gotta come up with some
was an
better shit than that.
Asteroid entering orbit, and we were watching it burn up is what we saw. And it was like nobody, it was just like a local sheriff. We didn't see no like FBI or anybody, but the sky was
But who do you
full.
think was in the helicopters?
Army. You could see it.
Well, that's what
they
I'm
were
saying.
flying
Like some
so
form
low.
of government was there. They just didn't tell you that they were there.
Well, you could see them plain as day. There was like 15 helicopters just flying. But yeah, they said it was an asteroid, but I don't know. That's all I ever remember about aliens. So,
Awesome.
yep, I have that. I still remember what it looks like and stuff. And I've seen like a couple videos on YouTube and shit where like I've seen the same thing, like the fireball, and then there's like the trail of smoke behind it and shit. And even on like YouTube and the internet says it's whatchamacallit, asteroid entering orbit, or they say satellites do that too.
Yeah, but not that much.
Well, I only seen that one. But yeah, that's my alien story.
I'm still smoking this dab. Just give me a minute.
So I have another one. One time, right? This story is fucking ridiculous. You guys ain't even gonna believe it.
Is this an alien story?
This is an alien story. And
Another
it's
one?
true. It really happened to me.
Ghosts and aliens. This is crazy.
And
with
not
you.
too long ago, right? So I'm in here DJing. And I'm fucking getting it. Straight up banging the walls. We got this shit fucking banging in here. Next thing you know, all these fucking lights go off. Fucking pumpkin spice fucking smoke goes off. Bam, there's a bitch dancing around the studio just jumping around in a tutu.
You're an ass.
And then like I drained all the gas out of her spaceship, so she's stuck here.
So she's stuck here.
Yeah, Rogue, that's what they told her. I seen a lot of videos because I was always like curious, you know. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna check out, you know, see if I can see that shit that happened when I was a kid. Yeah, we are here for comedy, Bear. So I'm gonna try my best to keep y'all laughing every week. I should have sprayed it for Kyle. My smoke that you'll see in the studio legit is full of pumpkin spice, dude. So when I press that button, the whole house just lights up in pumpkin spice. It's amazing. Like I flavor my smoke in my smoke machine. It's fucking cool. It's really cool, actually. I like it. See, did they look like that Top Cat though? Like with the orange, and then they had the smoke trail. Kind of like what I described. If they
Well,
look like
because
that,
once
then
it
maybe it was a
enters-
satellite too.
Once it enters the atmosphere, it's going at such a rate that it burns through the atmosphere or some shit.
Yeah, and even if it's rock or anything, it can.
Yeah, Kyle says we have been visited by aliens since the beginning of human history. It's not a coincidence that cultures all over the world have records of it all. And you're absolutely right. I mean, there's pictures dating back to, well, shit, like the Middle Ages and earlier. Even like cavemen have drawings on freaking the cave walls and stuff. And, you know, I mean, it's not like greatly detailed, but, you know, what else could it be? There's like pictures of people that look like they're in like astronaut helmets and stuff.
Now, Top Cat, when you saw them, was it during the night or was it during the day? Because mine kind of looked like a fireball with the smoke trail, so maybe it was a satellite. It's possible. It's possible. But yeah, if anybody's got alien experiences, man, definitely smack it in the chat. Or asteroids or things re-entering. Re-entry. Put it back in. Stick it back in. Shit, we may even be in a... You know, there's that story of both have seen day, but mostly night. Gotcha. Yeah, mine was kind of like daylight still. That's why it kind of just looked like a fireball, really, from what I can remember. But there's that Kelly, Kentucky and stuff, Kyle. That's out not too far from you. And that's like one of the biggest documented alien stories out there. And like there's these little gray people running around and shit. They were shooting at them. They couldn't hit them. Fucking sheriffs battling aliens and shit. It's crazy.
Well, speaking of a town, changing the chords here.
So you did your dad.
Roger. Dodger. In 1969, September to be exact. There's a place called Berkshire County, Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
And I didn't say that funny to make fun of Massachusetts. I said it funny just to say something funny. So just for the record.
So numerous residents of Berkshire County, Massachusetts individually reported having seen a UFO or experienced stuff with aliens on that day. Authorities were at a loss for explanation. It wasn't a lone sighting, which normally is what you have. And all these people were credible. You know, it wasn't like the town drunk. So on the evening in question, residents spotted lights above Sheffield in southern Berkshire. Many of the witnesses said that the lights were fitted to an unidentified disc-shaped craft that was maneuvering in an unprecedented ways. Some witnesses claimed that they lost track of time as they gazed with stunned fascination at the object. Thomas Reed was 9 years old at the time, and he was in the car with his mother, brother, and grandmother. The family noticed that a group of glowing orbs dashed out of the roadside trees, and he said that something astounding happened when heading home and as his family approached Sheffield Bridge. He said it came to a stop off to the right side of the road. He recalled the glowing orbs. Everything got really calm. It was like being in the middle of a hurricane. There was like a barometric change in pressure. It was just like a dead silence. Then there was an eruption of crickets and frogs, and it got really loud. And then that was it. The family suddenly found itself back in the car, but they had inexplicably lost 2 hours of memory. What's stranger still is that his mother and grandmother had switched their seats in their cars. So they're like one was driving and one was the passenger. It's switched.
Wow. And they just they put them back in the wrong spots? Mm-hmm. Wow. You know, Men in Black's real.
Well, they are.
They really are. That's like a real agency in the government and shit.
But
so there's that.
Yeah.
And did you ever notice now I lived in a lot of different places. All right. So I decided to throw some beef on the asteroid. I wanted it medium. Top cat.
Wow, Top Cat.
So here's a thought though. And I know it's gonna seem better than it sounds, but just hear me out. So
Hearing you out.
Say you live in America. I mean,
Which we do.
It's not even the point of us though. If you live in America, Americans kind of look like Americans. You know what I mean? If you live over in England, Europeans look European. Even darker complexion people in America look like darker complexion people in America. Darker complexion people in Europe look European. Asian people look Asian. You know what I mean? But just hear it out. I know it sounds bad, but listen. So at all these different continents, and then people have looks because, you know, cultures and their environment and all that other stuff.
Anthropological reasons.
Well, climate and where they live, you know, location reasons. That's why you look the way you look. But there's always like weird motherfuckers that stick out. You know, there's that like guy that he's too tall, or this guy's too short, or this guy's, you know, pretty disproportioned, but they're still normal and they're still really smart, or you know what I mean? You could tell there's nothing wrong with them, but they just look
so
weird.
They're not
they don't really,
they're just different.
They don't fit in. Like we saw it when we lived in Asia. There's Asians that you're like, that dude just like, no, where did he come from? And it's not saying like the person's ugly or anything bad.
I get you.
And even like you can go to the store and not all the time you'll see it, but you'll once in a while you'll see that one person that just catches your eye. And it's not like an attractiveness or a sexual thing. It's just like they're different. And you could feel their vibe that they're different.
But it's not like, you know, good old whiskey tits over there.
No,
just because, you know, she's got whiskey face and shit and her tits are hanging
No,
out
it has nothing to do with their looks.
Not like,
it's a feeling that makes you look at them. You know what I mean? It's not because they're ugly. It's not because they're sticking out like a sore thumb.
So you think like telepathic, like a telepathic
I
connection?
think telepathically you can feel it. And that's how you know. And then when you actually do look at that person, like after you feel their presence, that then you notice why they're sticking out. Like maybe their eyes a little funny, or maybe their arms aren't long enough, or just something's a little different than them. But you wouldn't have noticed until you felt that feeling. I think that's why Men in Black's here. Those could be aliens too, maybe.
Yes, Kyle, that's what Bruce was trying to say but I think his dab got in the way.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. It's just longer, drawn out.
Dabbed out.
I mean, you know how Kyle was here with me this morning for breakfast.
You know how we roll.
So you know how it goes. This is no bullshit. We ain't playing.
Speaking of, I think I need a joint.
I was about to light this red haze.
All right.
Red line haze. The bud was straight purple. And then we got some
such a pie hole in
Pineapple Express to smoke after this. So if you smoke and smoke, you sip and sip. Do your thing.
So even though there's no tangible evidence of this whole incident, which there never is tangible evidence, and I'm doing air quotes. I know you guys can't see me, but when I'm saying tangible, I'm doing air quotes.
Oh my God, Brookers.
Is that good?
Oh my God. This is like an orgasm in a bowl.
So he has never wavered from this account. Nothing in his story has ever changed. And all this other stuff. He said over time the family has regained some more memory of the incident, including being in a hangar-like facility with other people, which means that they weren't the only people there, probably from even their town. It's just nobody else has come forward, really. But he says, we encountered something. It was definitely not of this world. This hangar thing we were in was huge. It was larger than a football field. This hallway we had seen was circular with a wide configuration, almost to control the flow of traffic, like a roundabout almost. A roundabout. This one room had a bowed-in wall that was rounded. So I feel that it's important for us to know that Reed was only one of dozens of people who reported witnessing this UFO and strange things happening to them that night. There were adults. They called into the local radio station and reported the sightings. Others were children who were drawing UFOs in class, and this is all from the same town. There must have been 20 or 30 sketches that were drawn by children in the local 4th grade class. They hung underneath in the class. They're hung underneath in the classrooms, and more than one of those hang in the Roswell Museum today.
Wow. So that answers Kyle's question. There was a bunch of descriptions of the aliens. Yeah, and I'm with Topcat though. With the alien technology, And if they're able to travel that far and all that other stuff, why do they let us remember anything? Or maybe they don't got us figured out yet, which
Or
is why they're doing
maybe-
experiments and we can only remember so much. Like maybe they're doing their best to figure that out.
Maybe they only want us to remember bits and pieces, so it kind of softens the blow when they actually come to Earth and let it be known.
But why do we only remember the butt stuff? That means we're in for trouble, ain't we? So what if they take over the Earth and just like we're all probed forever? That would suck.
Say again.
Well, since if they only want us to remember certain things, and the most popular thing with aliens is probing, that means we're all gonna get fucked. Like, all of us, we're just done for. They're gonna land, we're all just gonna like bend over.
So, you ever see like the drawings of aliens? How they have like no genitalia?
Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle. They sent the intern to do stuff, so they fucked up a couple things.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how that you would never see genitalia on an alien?
No, they 8 titties now.
Maybe titties, but no genitalia. But maybe they only have a butthole. You never see them from the back. So maybe that's why that they're just experienced with buttholes.
Maybe it's like a chicken. Egg hole does everything. Or like
That's
a
true,
bird.
Top Cat. I firmly believe that.
Yeah, if they were here in the beginning, maybe it's in our like genetics, and that's just implanted in us. We're like programmed.
Yarp.
Yeah. But there's recent ones too. Like Kelly's pretty recent. That was what, in the 50s or 60s. And then the
Yeah, I
Air
wanna
Force,
say 50s or 60s.
the Air Force just released all that footage of the ships and all different stuff and like confirmed shit. So
There was
there's
literally
that. And
just a meeting not that long ago at the Pentagon where they called members of every religious type group on Earth
to see if they should tell
to
us.
come here, and they actually asked them, this is the question that they asked them. They said, if members of your congregation were to find out that aliens existed, how would that go over?
And there's that fucking dude on Twitch, that DJ.
Yeah, DJ Bruce has an alien that just comes in and just dances to house music.
You know, I'm going to plug that every time we talk about fucking aliens on the podcast. And aliens is a big topic here. We cover it a lot because there's subgenres. Pinky upwards. I tell you what, I am fucking completely baked.
Yeah, let's keep going, man.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. All right, so the next one happened in the 80s. Now, I don't know how credible I'm going to call this one. So, but here's the account. Whitley Strieber, he was a sci-fi writer.
Good old Whitley.
So he has written fiction for more than 40 years. He's written horror novels like The Wolf and the Hunger. He contends that his writing streak was interrupted one night in the 80s by an alien abduction in upstate New York. So he and this is where I have such a problem with it. So he recounted this experience in his own self-titled nonfiction book called Communion, which came out in 1987. And it talks about the alleged incident that occurred on December 26, 1985, as he slept alone in his cabin in the woods. Like, I don't know if I buy this one. I'm gonna continue, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy this one. Woken by a strange noise, he supposedly saw a small, non-human entity approaching his bed. Suddenly, it was morning. Not only had he awoken disoriented, but he felt oddly aggressive. It was during a session of regressive hypnosis a few months later that some of the memories returned. The beings that he had referred to as the visitor entered his home and abducted him. I mean, do you see where my issue is with this?
That's Whitley right there. No, it really was.
Is it?
Yeah. The
Oh,
sci-fi.
you're such a liar.
He was just on this, and it's a NASA thing, and he's a real Hubble telescope
Shut
picture.
up.
No, the visuals that you see are actual real Hubble pictures. Legit.
So he also came out with another book where he doubled down on his notion that aliens visited him. And he detailed that he had another alien encounter that he claims took place in Toronto, Canada. While asleep in his Delta Chelsea hotel room in the middle of the night in 1998, he claimed to have been visited by another mysterious stranger. He said, I got up to open the door thinking it was room service, and it was not. It was a man I describe as about 5.5 feet tall, older looking, like someone in his 70s. He wore dark colored clothing, a turtleneck, and charcoal slacks. He claimed the visitor stood motionless by the window for nearly an hour. And, hold on, I lost my place.
Burgers is baked.
He said it was the most extraordinary conversation that he's ever had in his life. Now, and again, this is why I call bullshit, because he came out with 2 books about the whole thing. Don't you think he created some sort of like hubbub for people to buy his book?
Yeah. Remember that guy that said his kids were in the weather balloon that took off and created all that hubbub just to make his YouTube channel popular?
People are bonkers.
Maybe it's a situation like that.
Why do people do that?
Because they need money and they're greedy. It's greed. Just absolute greed. All right, let me get caught up on some of this chat, Brookers. We need to take a little.
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
You're rolling with your
rolling with the homies.
with your script, but I think you need more breaks because the chat is popping tonight. Kyle says the fucking government is sneaky as shit. Our microchip age is started by reverse alien technology, reverse engineering.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
definitely believe that.
Absolutely.
Top
That's how we
Cat-
got cell phones.
Topcat says the government's behind most of this weird, sketchy stuff. Hells yeah. Kyle, guns don't work against aliens. They already probe you.
You need lasers.
Sleepy J and Crafty H Gaming says the government is probably behind the anal probing because, in my opinion, aliens are smarter than us and wouldn't probe our anuses.
So you're saying...
Think about it, though. How do you control...
The government's abducting us?
How do you control a puppet? You stick your hand up its ass.
Shut up. You stop right now.
Well, how does a comedian control a puppet? So how does an alien control a person? Maybe they've watched like Jeff Dunham and they're like, I know how to take over Earth. And that's why we're getting probed. Maybe they think Jeff Dunham's puppets are like little people. And they're like, I know how to control people. And they like adopt us and they try to make us puppets.
Kyle says people are stupid.
Or-
Yeah, people are stupid, Kyle.
Maybe they abduct us and take us to the comedy club and use us as puppets for the night and then return us.
I think aliens are helping us evolve. I think aliens are future us's. And we've evolved, you know, and like they help us evolve into the next phase of human beings. And weed is part of it.
Weed
Opens
is
up your
part of it.
mind.
Burgers for real just blew me. Like, my mind is done. That shit was over. She says, in your mind.
That's some good weed, homie.
Certified intelligent aliens.
Yep.
I've never heard anybody say that before. That's it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Government is capable of screwing with minds thanks to MK Ultra. What's an MK Ultra?
Sounds like a beer.
Michelob? What is MK Ultra?
That sounds like we're getting into some like QAnon stuff. Michelob Ultra makes the government control your brain. If you drink Michelob Ultra, you're gonna turn into a magnet.
You're gonna turn into a magnet. All right. So, yeah, if you could tell me what MK Ultra is. I never heard that.
It's low carb.
How do I describe?
It's low carb, right, Rogue?
Brokers. I'm like sitting here pulling my fucking hair out, trying to figure out what this means. I'm pretty sure aliens ain't gonna be pounding booty. You might never know though. What if the aliens are like big, like giant porn addicts?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
And they're like, just like, their spaceships are really like rental vans. And they're just like predators from other planets. And they're like, we just love buttholes.
Or does Bruce have an unhealthy obsession with buttholes?
I do. Everybody
Let's
loves
just blame it on Bruce.
Everybody loves a good stink box.
It should be like a next t-shirt.
Everybody loves a good stink box. Oh shit. I gotta stop. I do gotta stop.
Alien pervs. It's the only thing's been going. My thing. Can't read. Gotta go back up. Gotta go back up. Go.
Okay.
In space
I
for
got it,
years.
Rogue. I got it. Yeah, they used to do that a lot on soldiers too, was part of that with that program. So when you would join the army, they would fucking
It's actually
experiment on you with all different stuff and not
famous in
telling
the Air
you.
Force, the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yep.
I firmly think that's like a real thing. Like I
What is?
seriously do. What Rogue's saying, that
It is.
MK Ultra.
Oh, it definitely is. 1000%. Well,
It's so well.
they've been
you
caught
know-
doing it and stuff. So
Excuse me. You know how Lyme's disease started, right?
ticks,
Do you know where those ticks came from?
buttholes.
No. So, well, because me growing up on Long Island, we heard about this island offshore and, not too far away. And the United States had actually pardoned and hired Nazi scientists to do all these weird experiments, right? And one of those was that tick that was engineered to make people sick. They were trying to do like warfare. And it had gotten off of the island, like it escaped the lab. And that's why it was more prominent, especially in, the 80s, more prominent for people where I grew up to get it. And then from there, it started spreading from there. And it's actually a true story, and you can look it up.
Yeah, I didn't know it was MK either, but I knew about it. They are shady, especially to our own soldiers and stuff. But yeah, I was looking for visuals. Look what I found, guys. So that blue dot's Earth, and the rest of them dots with the numbers are asteroids that are gonna might hit Earth, and it tells you the sizes of them and shit. We're surrounded. That's cool, right? Look at the space shit I found for you. Space shit is so cool, yo.
All right. So, there's a Piscataqua River in Mississippi. You ever heard of it? One of the smaller rivers, I believe.
I heard of Mississippi.
All right. Well, anyways, in 1973, Calvin Parker and Charles Hickson went fishing on the banks of the Piscataqua. Now I can't even talk. The river. We're just gonna call it the P River. At first, when Parker saw blue lights reflecting in the water, he thought that police may have come to, just to inspect them and like make sure they had everything that they needed to have. But then all of a sudden, a big light came out of the clouds, Parker recalled. It was a blinding light. It was hard to tell with the lights being so bright, but it looked like it was shaped like a football. I would say it was just estimating that it was about 80 feet. It made very little sound, and it was just like almost like a light hissing noise.
Now check this one out. In 7 minutes and 40 seconds, as this counter goes down, and this is live, that is a supernova that's going to explode in space. That's craziness. Like, I'm looking for space videos, and I just find asteroids attacking us. Maybe aliens are rocks. It's possible.
Could be.
Sorry, Brookers.
It's cute.
I just thought it was cool. I was just over here doing my vision job.
I was trying to get my place.
Good.
I lost my place. I swear, I think you have like undiagnosed ADHD.
My job on the podcast is to mess up Brookers.
No, that's not your job. That's really not your job.
It makes for fun.
For who?
So, I don't know. It's the Beetlejuice supernova. It's 642.5 light years
Did
away.
you just call that Beetlejuice?
But what's it say? See it?
That's Geese. It doesn't say Beetlejuice, I can tell you that.
That looked like Beetlejuice. But yeah, it's 642 light years away. It's in the Orion constellation. There's some kind of coordinates bullshit. This guy's telescope's like, look at my telescope. My telescope's bigger than your telescope. I know, right? Do not say it 3 times. But yeah, maybe, I mean, I know it seems kind of boring, but maybe we'll just wait this last 5 minutes. Because it's possible. I mean, if we can catch this live, it might be insane. It might be really cool. Like, imagine sitting here on a Sunday night, pot of coffee podcast, chilling out, smoking good, sipping good, and watching a live supernova just explode. Just chilling, you know? That's pot of coffee shit.
I zoned out. What?
This is a live supernova.
Yeah.
Imagine sitting on pot of coffee podcast, just smoking and sipping and chilling, and just boom, universe explodes.
The universe won't explode.
4 minutes and 52
The
seconds.
star will.
Yeah, I know. But when do you get to see that in life? You could
No,
see
it's
it.
cool. I'm just saying it's not a universe, it's a star.
Shit only happens on pot of coffee. Y'all wouldn't even know this happened because I didn't know it was happening if it wasn't for you guys.
Anywho.
Anywho, Bruce is fired after this week. Just the Ganja Kid will be here. It'll be Brookers and the Ganja Kid. Brookers might kill Bruce after this show.
Hey, could I get my vape by any chance? You'll redeem yourself if you grab me my vape. I know it's not fully charged yet, but whatever.
Wait for Hayes.
Yeah. So Parker then claimed that 3 legless creatures floated out of the vessel towards him. He described all 3 as having mitten-shaped claws. While one was necklace and gray, the others appeared to be more feminine. When one of them tried to wrap its hands around Parker's neck, his natural response of fear was oddly subsided.
You have a great night, Green Slade. Have an awesome stream.
Good night, Willie Will.
Big love. Thanks for coming through. We appreciate you.
He says, I think they injected us with something to calm us. I was kind of numb and went along with the program. Which I guess, I mean, at that point, what can you do?
It hurts less if you don't fight it.
I guess so, right? But so then he said that he and Hickson were taken aboard the alien's vessel and experimented on. Afterward, the two terrified fishermen found themselves back on the riverbank as though nothing had happened. They drove to Jackson County Sheriff's Office and told the captain and the sheriff the entire story. He said, when I got there, they had me. He told the police there was no seats, no chain. They just moved me around and I couldn't resist them. I just floated, felt no sensation, no pain. They kept me in that position a little while, then they'd raise me back up. Hickson claimed that a machine resembling a giant eye looked over his entire body. He said he was surrounded by inhuman 5 feet tall monopedal beings.
You have a great night, Rogue Medic. We appreciate you checking us out. Big love, my dude. It was great hanging out with you.
Good night, Rogue. Thanks for tuning in.
And then real quick before I let Brookers get back to it. Yeah, I put the little thing off so it says it will turn into a super red nova that can be seen with the naked eye. So I guess if we all go outside after that 2 minutes, we'll be able to see it in real life. And it says this happens once in every 10,000 years. Top Cat, I'll post that link in a second for you, brother. All right, Brookers, sorry.
So when do we go outside?
It's gonna explode in 1 minute
In
and
1
46
minute and- yeah.
seconds. And I want to grab Top Cat this link.
So do we go outside in a minute?
Nah. We'll see it right here. We're gonna see it better here. Here's the link for you, my good man. All right, Brokers. I'm sorry. It's just we found a star.
No, hey, you're
we
cool.
found a star.
Give me a 30-second, like when there's 30 seconds left, and then
Why
I'll
don't we
finish
just
my
chill and
sentence
smoke?
up.
Because the action's gonna happen in a minute.
Well, I'm almost done with this
All right, go.
story.
You got a minute.
So the captain didn't believe the two men. He stepped out of the interrogation room, but left a secret recording device running in hopes of obtaining proof that their alien stories were fake. But what he later heard on the recording made him think twice. So this was the words in the recording. Jesus Christ, God of mercy, I thought I'd been through enough hell on this earth, and now I've got to go through something like this. This is what Hickson said to Parker. But they could have, I guess they could have harmed us, son. They had use. They could have done nothing, or they could have done anything to us.
All right, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see if I can hear anything.
You think there's like volume?
No, he's got no sound. So I was just looking. I mysteriously, well, not mysterious, but I found this by accident because I was looking for.
I was abducted by aliens and mysteriously found.
Here we go,
this.
y'all. 9, 8, 7.
Yours is. Oh yeah, there you go.
There's a
I'm looking
delay.
at the wrong one.
Let's see.
2, 1.
Oh, he added 30 minutes to the clock.
Motherfucker, for real?
It says just a guess.
It does say possible, but I bet you he does this so that people are sitting here like this. Like, he added 30 minutes to it. What?
Well, you know what?
All right, let's wait around and find out.
Kyle says I knew it was bullshit.
Yeah, right, Top Cat. I'm stuck watching it too, motherfucker. Golly. Man, and I couldn't finish my story.
I am
This is all
sorry.
like, supernova. It's gonna explode.
I've never
We've got to watch it.
I've never even seen these channels, right? And I'm just trying to find y'all cool stuff because we're talking about aliens and shit. So I'm like kind of surfing here, changing the videos, trying to keep things real. And then I thought it would be something exciting.
It was a good shot, old chap. It was a good shot.
I tried, and it did create some hype. Kyle was like, fuck Bruce, this is bullshit. Top Cat was like, we're like, ooh, it's going to happen.
I was really excited. Because what does it do? Like implode on itself, right?
Something. But I guess if you look outside, the guy says you could see it. So if you see a red dot in the sky, you heard it here at Pot of Coffee.
You heard it here, folks. What is today's date? September something. Sunday.
25th.
September 25th. Sunday. So yes, the conversation on the recording continued with Parker saying, I just want to cry right now. What's so damn bad about it is nobody's going to believe us. But there was no physical evidence of their abduction, and because of that, it remains a mystery. Parker did not talk about it for decades, but when Hickson died in 2011, Parker wrote a book on the matter. It prompted others to come forward claiming that they too had seen a UFO on that night. Isn't that cray?
It is cray. Yeah, Jupiter is close. I saw that on the asteroid map. And Top Cat says it explodes massively. It doesn't implode. I think implode only happens under the sea because of the pressures. It blows in. I think space still blows out, don't it?
I don't know.
Does anybody know how it blows in space?
I don't think there is any air in space. Like there's nothing blows.
Nothing.
It's like a vast void of nothingness.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist, man.
No, like I'm serious. Like I really think that that's what it is. Like there's no air, like nothing.
Yeah, well, you need
like,
air for fire. But then how do rockets have their fucking flames coming out their jets? You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think they use jets in space. I think they use jets to get into space.
oh, and then it turns into...
Like queefs.
Topcast says, no, space does have implosions. It depends upon the size of the star. Interesting. A star can implode if
Yes.
there is enough hydrogen in the dying star. That's how neutron storms are formed. See? This is how I know how smart my chat is.
Look at you people.
Y'all are smart.
Y'all are smart.
Y'all truly are smart.
We're smart stoners.
Yeah. Actually, me and Kyle were talking about that this morning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was like, you know, with all the stuff in the studio, and we were hanging out in the studio and the computers and all the stuff I put into my show and stuff. He was like, you know, I was telling him how everything I do, I'm self-taught. I learned on my own. And that's what Kyle said. He says, smart stoners. He said, we ain't lazy. We get shit done. Like there's implosions inside of stars, like big slap in the face, then boom.
I get bitch slapped by my weed sometimes.
Oh shit. We got 4 Pineapple Express joints to smoke, Brookers.
I know. I'm waiting for you to pass me something. You wanted to finish the bong.
I'm smoking this haze.
All right. Well, while you smoking the haze, let's talk about this. Who I find, and I always find pilots to be very, very credible eyewitnesses. So this is the story of the UFO abduction of pilot Frederick Valentik. While he was mid-flight.
Mid-flight.
And this happened in October of 1978. He's an Australian pilot, and he disappeared into thin air. It was during a 125 nautical mile training flight aboard the Cessna 182L over the Bass Strait between Tanzania and the Australian mainland. That this happened. So it is important to note that the 20-year-old, who was also an enthusiast of alien stories and ufology, and was a fairly experienced pilot. Now,
Could I stop you for a sec?
you can.
Now, what you see, I was down with the pilot and I was down with the credibility, and pilots are serious as fuck, even though I heard most of them are like drunk, but that's probably rumors. But because it's like stereotypes, you know, from TV and shit. But once you said that he was like an alien enthusiast,
Right.
I think that
And this is me bringing you the full story, and this is me investigating.
this them pot of coffee facts, yo. That's how we do it. But no, like seriously, as soon as you said enthusiast, I think if you're an enthusiast or something, like I'm a weed enthusiast, right? So when I'm at work, I drive through a lot of farmland and I drive through hemp fields. So as soon as I go through them hemp fields, man, I don't miss them. Most people drive past them and don't even notice them. Or I'll see them like tucked off in the back in the woods and this, that, and stuff. So I'll be like, oh shit, look at them buds. I mean, I can see this shit a mile away, but that's because I'm always thinking about it. So I think if he's always thinking about aliens, that's why he saw aliens. You see what I'm saying? It's already in his mind already.
Well, and I guess like
Wait, Topcat said, oh shit, this is the red giant star beetle. I told you it was Beetlejuice.
it's not Beetlejuice.
Beetlegeist.
Yeah. But
Thank you for reminding me. I honestly thought I said it. You know, Topcat, it's fucking crazy with us. Because, like, I totally just stumbled upon that and just thought it was cool shit. So that reminded you for your red star. And then, like, me and
I thought
Brookers.
Topcat was fucking with you.
Me and Brookers legit quit smoking like 3 weeks ago. And then y'all quit. Like, that's just like crazy. We keep doing that shit. We're same with that, the alcohol
level.
thing. Yeah, we on that telepathic connection, bro. That's what it is. Because we both quit drinking around the same year, too. Like, me and Topcat, we on the same levels, and we didn't even know each other and shit back then.
Yep.
That's just cool. Like, I feel it. It's a vibe. Yeah, no cigs. It's tough, dude. I've been doing great with it. I had a bunch of chain smokers over this morning.
They did really good.
And you know
Kyle
what?
and Tara, props. I'm so proud of you. You didn't smoke like
They had
crazy.
mad respect. They smoked even less themselves. So I feel that like them coming and hanging out made them a little
We
bit
made
healthier.
them healthier.
But no, some days are tough, man. But you can do it. Keep your head up. I've been doing it.
You
So-
can do it. Put you back into it.
Oh, and I want to crack bad, but Brookers, I'm scared of her. I am. I'm scared of her this time. She's going to get mad. Yeah, Kyle. Normally, Kyle is like lighting cigarettes off of cigarettes. Like last time Kyle visited me, I brought 2 extra packs for myself because he would smoke so
Yep.
much would make me smoke more.
But yeah,
no, that's
so
cool.
the
That's really cool,
following-
man.
The following, you ready? The following, this is his account, and this is what's happened, and this is what's been reported. So at 7:06 p.m., at 4,500 feet after departing Morabin to reach King Island, he reported that an unidentified craft was following him. The Melbourne Flight Service insisted that there was no traffic near him, but the pilot was adamant a large vessel was on his tail. He explained that it had 4 bright lights and suddenly passed 1,000 feet above him at remarkable speed. For 5 straight minutes, he described its movements and shiny metallic exterior. Suddenly, he experienced engine trouble. Melbourne Flight Service asked him once again what the aircraft looked like. His final words were, "It is hovering and it's not an aircraft." The last sound radio officials heard was a metallic scraping sound. Authorities presumed he had crashed, but later search of the area yielded nothing. Not even the Australian Department of Transport could find answers. In 2014, however, new claims came to light.
So they never found his plane or nothing?
Well, listen to the story.
Well, you kind of like, I mean, Jesus, leave us with a hanger.
Yeah. So, a UFO action group in Victoria alleged that an unidentified farmer observed a UFO nearly 90 feet in length hovering above his farm on that morning following his disappearance. More importantly, the former supposedly claimed that the pilot's plane was stuck to the UFO and it was leaking oil. While the farmer said he scratched the airplane's registration number on his tractor, he never came forward, claiming that he thought he would just get a lot of ridiculing, and it discouraged him from saying it. But ultimately, this UFO group never managed to identify the man. But the UFO Action Group's lead investigator, what in the world? Oh, why do you have that timer on?
Because I was trying to play a special like space video for everyone, but like, I set the timer and I wanted to make sure everything was legit, and it was bullshit. And then I found the supernova, and it just things just like the car drives itself here. You know, we're on autopilot, so
Yeah. But so this is what the group is saying. They said, you know, it's easy for a lot of people to dismiss, but there's a bunch of corroborating stories confirming there was a UFO near there at the time. He was an experienced pilot who should have been able to identify another aircraft, but was clearly unable to identify this one. Ultimately, a few possibilities regarding his disappearance exist. That one, he crashed and his remains were never recovered. That he didn't purposefully disappear, or of course that he was abducted by entities that we don't yet understand.
So they think the alien crashed into him and his plane got stuck to the
That's what the
spaceship.
farmer's account was. He like actually saw it.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna go with the farmer. Farmers are pretty credible.
But he never came forward because he was afraid he was gonna get made fun of and stuff, and he needed his business.
True. Yeah, I think he's a kook, and I can see it. And then, you know, with the way the dude was saying things were moving and stuff, even though he was an alien enthusiast,
Well, it's not like obviously he didn't do it for fame because he's never been found.
and his plane's never been found.
And the plane's never been found, correct.
And there's not many places where they wouldn't have found something.
It was in Australia, which I don't think is anywhere near the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, yeah, we didn't think about the triangle.
It's nowhere near there.
Okay, then. So it wasn't the triangle. Plot twist. When humans dream, it's actually alien abduction. They try to keep our subconscious minds going while they study it. You know, that could be true because I don't dream. So I don't think I'm getting abducted. That could be true. Maybe.
I always heard that
The bird is the word?
no, when you have dreams like when you have like deja vu, it's actually because when you were sleeping, you astral projected into the future.
Really?
And you've actually done that already. Yeah.
I thought when you had deja vu is because you fucked up really bad and it's like a reset, like one of your 9 lives. So it's like, say you were driving down the road and you like totally fucked up, crashed, killed yourself, but it would just be like a reset because it wasn't supposed to be your time or some shit. That's what I think deja vu is. Because I don't get it no more, so I think I'm on my last one.
You're on your last 9 lives.
Yeah. But we don't know how many we have because I used to get a lot, so I think we have like at least 30 lives. At least. Or maybe I'm being probed.
You know,
I don't know.
so you want to hear something, and I think I've told you this before. My entire life, I have always had this dream of, and it was like it might have been like post-Civil War.
Oh, shit.
And I know it's me. Doesn't look like me, but I know it's me. And I'm in a yellow dress, and I'm like writing a note to my betrothed. And
What's a betrothed?
like the person who I'm going to marry, my fiance.
You cheating on me, bitch?
Really?
You cheating on me in your Civil War dreams?
Would you shut up and listen? Because now you just ruined it, and I just want to punch you in the face.
One of my dads was dying to a hung transsexual hooker tore me up. Wow, Kyle got murdered by a hooker. That's crazy.
Wow. Kyle's into some shit. But so wait, listen. So I'm writing to my betrothed, and then it's kind of understood in my dream that like things have moved forward, and I find out that he died in the war, or somehow, I don't know. Anyways, when I met you, I stopped having those dreams. So I think you were my betrothed in a past life, and I kept on having those dreams that And it was you. Butt face.
Yeah, I feel you, Top Cat. I have came extremely close many times, but nope, never hit it. Oh, in my dreams? I don't think I die in my dreams ever. Real life, I came close a couple times, but didn't die.
So did I ever tell you about the time when Travis Walton was abducted and probed for 5 days?
What the fuck? Please myself in my dreams. Alright, hold up, yo. Alright, let me get my shit together. Let me gather myself.
Let me finish this bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, Travis Walton.
Alright, so is this a real thing?
Yeah.
5 days of probing.
He was probed for 5 days straight.
Wow. That's worse than the Pornhub girls.
That's a crazy key party.
Yeah, 5 days. Jeez.
It was in the 70s, too.
That's cocaine powered. Definitely cocaine powered. If I had cocaine from the 70s, I could definitely go for 5 days too.
Being probed?
Being probed. It's cocaine season, yo. Let's go. It's wintertime. It doesn't matter. Men, women, it's all good.
It's all gravy.
It's all gravy at the orgy. It's cocaine season. Disclaimer, DJ Bruce, don't do support cocaine. Yeah, Bionic Man all day night.
Oh, fuck.
Definitely, if you're going to do cocaine, folks, you're going to have a bad time. I would stick to the green earthy stuff from experience. Definitely don't go skiing. Stay away from the slopes.
So there was a science fiction classic called Fire in the Sky.
Booger sugar.
And that was actually based off of this.
All right, Fire in the Sky. His name is Tim.
His name is Travis Walton, and he was abducted and probed for 5 days straight.
And this is his story of him and his
This is
wrecked
his story.
asshole. This is the story of Tim Walton and his wrecked rectum. Oh, Top Cat got an emote of fucking Tim Walton's fucking butthole. Those ain't smoke rings, yo. They're just fucking pulsating. You know, he spent like 3 years in fucking rehab.
Shut the fuck up.
They had to sew him back together. 5 days. What the fuck?
So, in November of 1975, Travis Walton was abducted, and he didn't return for 5 whole days. When he did, he had quite the explanation for his disappearance. I can't.
I think dude went on a Brokeback Mountain trip and just had to make an excuse because his homie heard him. That's what I think that happened.
Look at Top Cat.
I know. That's what I think. Tim Walton's full of shit. Tim Walton's bullshitting.
So he was dismissed as mentally unstable and a liar, but he did eventually give his story to the Walton Experience, which was later adapted to the sci-fi classic Fire in the Sky.
But like fire in his ass.
Here's what happened. So it began after a long day's work in Arizona. He and his 6-man group of loggers were returning home when they allegedly spotted a skinny disc spanning about 40 feet in diameter hovering in the sky above them. He got straight DP and got, oh fuck.
I think this dude like just didn't want to say he likes doing that stuff, and he went on a wild fucking 5-day fucking binger
He was with his homies.
with his loggers, since the, loggers, and hurt himself in the process and had to come up with an excuse.
DJ Bruce's opinions are of his own and do not reflect the opinions of this podcast.
Yeah, DJ Bruce's opinions reflect the opinions of DJ Bruce's shit, not podcast shit. DJ Bruce is getting fired after today. Banned from all
podcasts. This is
podcasts.
what he said.
His cheeks spread.
This is what he said. He said it was metallic glowing disc. It made some very strange sounds. The closer I got to it, the more scared we all got. And they were swearing at me to get away from there, and when I got up close, it suddenly got louder and started to move. He then claimed that non-human beings abducted him and experimented on him until he fought them off. He has maintained this claim for 45 years, but as the beings purportedly poked and prodded at him on a kind of table, 5 days elapsed on Earth, where Walton was officially declared missing and his co-workers became suspects. He said, I became conscious inside the craft, and I believe I was in a hospital. I was in a lot of pain, and I became more conscious. I looked around and I saw alien beings and I panicked. They were much smaller than me, and I think that's the reason they gave up. He said that he had hit one of them. Once they found out they couldn't control me, they split. I was absolutely terrified. Meanwhile, his colleagues were questioned by authorities, and when Walton miraculously reappeared on a full-scale investigation was launched that included polygraphs, psychological evaluations, physical examinations for another 5 days.
So he spent 5 days taking it up the ass. Then nobody believed him. So then they spent 5 more days looking at his ass to see if he took it up the ass. So that's really 10 days of people poking at your ass.
This poor guy.
Or did he plan it?
But yeah, the authorities actually thought that the co-workers had murdered him. And then when he returned, all the co-workers who were there finally all came up and during the polygraph test were talking about the alien spacecraft that they all saw, and they all passed it. Except for one, and it was just an inconclusive. But everybody else passed it.
See, and I've been saying they go for the butt first. They do. It's true.
And recently...
5 days of probing.
Wait.
But you know what? 5 days on Earth might only be an hour up there.
The trees over the area where the craft was hovering were found to be producing... wood fiber at the rate 36 times greater than they had in the decades before.
Wow. It's probably from all the stuff that it burned.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just lit up some fucking Pineapple Express joints, yo. Big love.
I don't know.
To my homie Kyle. Because he's cool. You don't know about what? The butthole stuff or the Pineapple Express?
So aliens. I can't talk, man. Kyle says, why do aliens have such a fascination with human orifices? And Top Cat says aliens are pervs. And I kind of agree. But I don't know. We have so many different, things that are in our body that doctors are always I had my gallbladder removed. Oh, it's all right. You don't need it anyways. Ronan had his appendix taken out. Oh, you don't need it anyways.
But how do we know that?
Exactly.
From digging in buttholes.
Well, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
The appendix is connected to the colon.
You got to start somewhere. And you don't want to just start slicing and dicing, so you go into holes that are already there.
I'm just saying.
So, and then they breathe through their mouth.
They return us.
Not thinking sexually though,
Let me
but
get that lighter, Holmes.
they're not. They're breathing through their mouth, so you can't stick stuff down their throat. And then pee holes are too small. So what do you go for next? Booty hole.
What about the mouth hole though?
You can't breathe then you're killing the person.
Do you think they probed you from your butthole to your mouth hole and you're kind of like one of those pigs?
Yo, this is getting fucked up on season 3. We are talking about probing from buttholes to mouth holes. Insanity. And we're doing it on Twitch. This is going to be the quickest ban ever.
Season 3 live.
Season 3, shut down from all platforms. Let's go. It was the butthole to mouth that did it. It was the ass to mouth that got it.
We lost somebody. We lost somebody in the crowd because of it.
You said ass to mouth and the numbers drop.
ATM. ATM.
Probe the 1600.
Yeah, they all walk out of the woods like, smells funny around here.
Standard practice.
Why does all of Aspen smell like doo-doo?
It's like if you ever wake up with a mouthful of shit or like the worst breath you ever had in your life. Yeah.
You got bukakied by aliens.
You know what happened. You know what happened. Why does this always happen on the podcast?
I don't know. We're cool.
It's just like automatically. It's something has to do with the title. If we changed the name, we wouldn't have thoughts like this. What if aliens use their shit as a power? That's a good idea because I could burn a couple logs a day. Probably have cheaper electric bills.
So
shit like that.
So this one I thought was really interesting. So here you go. Here's the joint hose. Okay, so this is the abduction of Audrey and Debbie Humes from their childhood room. What?
Anal to mouth probes.
Oh. That's why they got those like mouth holes like lines up like the human caterpillar.
They have tears, diarrhea. Oh.
Like diarrhea soup.
Oh my lord. Yeah, diarrhea is like regular. Logs are like premium. Would you like that with or without peanuts?
All right. Turning the podcast back to where we're supposed to be.
No more poop.
No more poop. So Audrey and Debbie Humes.
You know,
what
poop,
you know about them?
Poop is pretty popular though with the chat. We should have more poop streams. The chat lit up when we started talking about shit. Just shooting the shit, chilling.
Shooting the shit and chilling. That'll be our next podcast. Shooting the shit.
We'll just talk about poops.
I wonder if there's a category on Twitch called shooting the shit.
Shit shooting.
Poo nuggets like rabbit turds getting blazed. It's like they're moon rocks.
They smoke them.
Oh fuck. That's fucked.
What if they got a big old horse turd? That'd be like a fucking nug. Yeah, what if like our turds are their drugs?
We still have turds. Like it's like in septic systems and stuff.
No, but what if it's like alien drugs and they're like probing us to pick us fresh so they get
It's
like
the minerals they're mining on Earth is poop.
No, like it's their weed.
Big fat turds are like human cigars.
That's what I'm saying. It's like their weed. They get high off our turds.
Oh god. Welcome to Pot of Coffee Podcast, where all we talk about is poop and buttholes.
They would love my turds because I fart weed smoke. I farted the other day and I turned around and the room was green. So a big old cloud.
So Audrey says that she was probably about 5 years old or so, and a bright blue light would come into the room and the door would open and there would be a foggy kind of misty blue light just shining through the whole house, and two figures would come in.
Bet that shit smelled like pumpkin spice too.
Her first alien abduction occurred during childhood. She claimed these visitations continued well into her adulthood. So this wasn't like a one and done.
Okay, it kept happening.
It kept happening. she says that her and her sister have been together on abductions. They have been in the crafts and seen our house from above. We realize that they are not from here. They are very good at mind erasing, and they'll leave you with bits and pieces of things that you can remember.
Just enough so like
Yeah,
they probably like.
something happened.
Well, think about it.
But that would brings me to what I said earlier. Like, they're doing this to prepare us for when they do, like, hey, bitches, we're here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, but it wasn't coming out.
I really do think so.
You might be right, Brookers. You might be right.
I could be. But her sister, Debbie, said that she remembers one time being on the spaceship and standing on the spaceship and the floor and the walls disappeared. And she was just staring down at Earth. Like, it was just like nothingness was there. She was just like almost seemingly floating.
Yo, that
just
was scared the
staring
shit
at
out of me
Earth.
because I'm scared of heights.
And another cool thing, I don't know if I mentioned, is that they're twins. So that could be another reason why aliens were interested in them, is because they're twins. But when they were little, they would often call them the bald men. And whenever people would listen to them, they were always like people who were like, who knew about aliens and UFOs were actually, when they told them, explained to them what they looked like, said they were the gray aliens, which is those little ones that most people have seen.
Yeah, there's different levels of alien, yo. There's like lizard alien, there's like gray alien, there's green, there's like fish aliens, like there's all different types. Like
Here, babe.
each one's like its own like
They're
human.
reptilians.
Yeah, reptilian, like its own species, you know. They come from different planets, so they have like different worlds. Holy fuck, I'm baked.
But they were begging and pleading with their parents to not put them to bed because they feared going to bed. But then they said that when they turned 12, they started doing all kinds of experiments on them. You know, obviously they didn't want to come forward, and they claimed that when Audrey once claimed too that she was drowning in the ocean and a non-human entity saved her from drowning. And so when that happened, she clicked and said, maybe this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and they want me alive for a reason.
True.
So then she started doing more work with UFO foundations and alien research places. One of the first professionals was a neuroscientist named Robert Davis, and he supported the twins and explained that their experiences are shared by a lot of people, like millions worldwide. And he said that it is unreasonable to think that they would be lying or reporting dreams and fantasies. He said these events are consistently reported and should be taken seriously by everyone in spite of their uniqueness.
Do you think like, I don't know about this story. He's gonna check it out. But do you think maybe, since like, you know, like that girl was drowning, right? So like the alien, you know, scooped in to save her. Do you think like maybe we're all just her pets, and maybe we don't have like encounters because like we got like lazy pet owners? We're actually like chained in their yard.
So
They don't care about us.
when I first read about this, it kind of clicked something in my memories. And there was an episode of Unsolved Mysteries, and I vaguely remember it was about twin girls that were being abducted. And they even think at one point, and I don't know if and I don't know how to, again, I can't remember what the episode was or anything, so I couldn't directly link to it. But if I remember correctly in the episode, they actually got pregnant, like impregnated on one of these.
Girls.
Yeah, on one, when they were abducted one of these times, they were actually like impregnated.
Which makes sense, because look what Kyle just wrote. You know, I think Kyle might be an alien, yo. Because he said a couple things, like kind of that, like 30 seconds before you are saying it. And it's kind of alienish, right? Kyle, you's an alien. It's kind of like being a cop. If we ask you, you got to tell us. It's like a cop. Are you a cop? They got to say yeah or no. So I guess aliens have the same rules. So I think Kyle may be knowing stuff that's going on ahead of time. You see what I'm getting at, Brookers?
But that's my
You're
list.
like ants in one of those ant colonies you get as a kid. They get bored and bounced.
After smoking a ton of fat turds.
Everybody gonna be going to work tomorrow like, yo, you know aliens smoke turds to get high.
I heard it on a Pot of Coffee podcast. It has to be true.
Did you know aliens are just harvesting us for our turds because they smoke them to get buzzed? Here we are back in the turds. Change it, Brookers. Change it.
That was my last tidbit there.
Oh, that's it. We're done.
That was it, Holmes.
It's over. Over on a Tuesday.
It's a Sunday.
Feeling like a Tuesday.
Why does it feel like a Tuesday?
I don't know. Probably because of the aliens.
Aliens smoke our feces.
And that's the result of tonight. We have.
What did we learn?
We have learned. We have tested theories, and we have figured it out, folks.
Bruce needs to be duct taped for every show.
Fired. DJ Bruce is gonna be in the background next week, just working visuals. Y'all be hearing me like, Maybe she'll let me at least chat in the chat.
Chat in the chat.
Like type.
The lesson tonight is aliens love smoking huge people poop logs. Kyle says, I'm not an alien, but think about it. Why else would they be interested in us? Invasion, maybe.
See, that's something an alien. That's something right there an alien would say.
I think they're us in the future. And they travel through wormholes to get to us, which is how their spacecrafts work. Obviously, they also have this crazy amount of technology.
I know where the wormholes are.
You know, we went very, very quickly in evolution, right? We have gone quicker than most have, evolution-wise. And this is true. I watch a lot of Ancient Aliens, so I know. So, we went very, very quickly.
Ancient Aliens.
We did though, where it's taken us like not very long to go from.
Check this out though, Brookers.
To us.
So Ancient Aliens.
They experimented on our DNA.
You gonna believe that guy, right? The Ancient Aliens guy?
Stephanopoulos.
Yeah, but how you gonna
Giorgio.
believe somebody that can't even comb their hair?
He doesn't need to. He's a genius.
Really?
Yes.
Don't you think he would show up on TV? Presentable?
I had
Top Cat, my dude. You have a wonderful rest of your night, my friend.
Good night, Top Cat.
Have a great start to your week. Big giant love, my dude. Keep it smoky, my brother. I love you.
Keep it real. Keep your butthole tight. Tight butthole.
Sleep on your backs tonight, folks, so the aliens can't
Put a
get
tampon in.
Then they just have a cork to pop.
Yeah, let's do a dab and then we're done, homie. This is another great episode of Pot of Coffee Podcast with your hosts, DJ Bruce and Brooklyn. And the Ganji Kid has the night off. He's doing some great, wonderful things, and hopefully he'll be back next Sunday. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Stay with us here in the chat if you want to continue smoking with us for another, 10, 15, 20, 30, quarter hour, minute.
Loose whistling brown star.
There are many theories that indicate many landmarks, 7 wonders, might be the work of aliens. Absolutely, Kyle. Absolutely.
Definitely there's a bunch of shit that the aliens helped with, or like you were saying too, even like technology booms. Because it's weird too, like if you think about it, it's like technology's going a certain way. We're kind of used to iPhones and all that other stuff.
Right.
But think about like 20 years ago. There wasn't none of the shit, not even close to what we're doing now. So it's like a boom of it. And then think about 20 years before that.
Right.
I mean, you had like carbureted cars and no fuel injection. And it's like we get these bursts of technology and it's just like information comes out of nowhere. It's kind of like nowadays we're switching again, like electric cars and all this other stuff that's going on.
Right.
And, you know, hyper trains and all this extra space travel and private space travel this year started. So it's like now all of a sudden another boom.
Yeah.
But where'd that boom come from?
'cause
Like,
here's a
we're not
theory.
learning it here on Earth. We've already been here long enough. Where are we getting this info from to all of a sudden be like, oh,
And that's
this'll do this.
And that brings us to this theory is that when Roswell happened, right? There was a UFO, it crashed, and they said it was a weather balloon. But when that happened, all of a sudden, like, we're working on going to the moon, and we're, you know what I mean?
yeah,
like,
Roswell happened in like what, the 50s?
40s,
40s,
I wanna
late
say.
40s, early 50s?
Yeah.
And then we on the moon in 69.
Yeah.
Or were we in
They're
Hollywood?
They're saying what happens is they reverse engineered a lot of it.
Yeah.
And that there was 3 bodies that was discovered, and one of them was still alive.
Would you probe one back?
1947, Kyle said.
40s, 50s. Kind of same dizzle.
But think about it. And then, like you said too. And now, we're having meetings in the Pentagon. We're having meetings in Congress with,
Army and Air Force confirmed video.
yeah, it's just,
That's wild.
I really think it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon.
You better give us weed first. I can't talk to aliens without weed.
And I think we should all write our Congress members and say,
We got right people now.
if you want me to be able to handle that aliens are real, legalize marijuana. Okay. Legalize the marijuana.
No, don't legalize it.
Yeah, Kyle said they are already finding signs of ancient life on Mars. Yes. It has proven too that it once held water. There was water on Mars.
And definitely don't legalize it.
What? Mars?
Marijuana.
Why?
We don't want to legalize it. It's bad to legalize it.
Why?
You want to decriminalize it.
Well, yeah.
Because
that
if
goes
you
hand in
legalize
hand.
it, that means the government's going to control it and tell you what to do with it. If you decriminalize it, you are free to do it on your own and
Well,
grow
yeah.
it and cultivate it and share it with your friends and spread love with it. But if they legalize it, it's going to be a corporation.
Down
So
with the man.
we want to decriminalize, not legalize.
You want both it.
Well, decriminalizing and rescheduling is all you really need to fix the issue.
All we need is bud.
Just to help with the legalize it. But yeah, free to weed. That sounds best.
Yeah, I call bullshit too, Kyle. He said they found organic materials, but they say just because it's organic, it's not proof of life, but I call bullshit. No, I completely agree. That's exactly what it means. Organic. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it means. And I don't know. I don't understand why they even try to cover it up anymore.
Because they got to keep us dumbed down because they're in charge and we're dummies.
We're not dumb. We're not dumb people. We can handle shit. Or do you think Do you really like? Maybe it's just because we're cool and we're chill and like we're like, hey, okay, welcome aliens.
But just
do
because
you
we can
think-
handle it
yeah, that's what
doesn't
I'm
mean
saying.
can everybody
Can
handle it?
everybody handle it?
I mean, you got some motherfuckers that are gonna freak out, like jump off bridges.
You think they're gonna kill themselves?
People are crazy, man.
I mean, like,
People,
give aliens a chance. They might be cool. They just might be cool.
it might be.
I mean, I don't know.
I would think they're cool. I would try with them. They're gonna take over though, so you're gonna have to be like, yes, master and shit. But it might be
No,
alright.
you think it would be like Planet of the Apes? Where it's like the aliens are in charge and the humans are like slaves.
I don't think we'd be slaves. I think we would be like pets.
Pets.
Like I got myself a human. I got myself an Irishman.
I got myself an Irishman. Oh.
And then they'll like breed us like dogs for like bloodlines and shit, and then they'll sell us and like AKC register us.
Like, this is a pure breed.
They're like, I have a purebred Pennsylvanian.
A purebred Pennsylvanian, 3 generations of Pennsylvanians.
Yeah, shit like that. I paid 526 cliggers for him. You know? He was only 500 Zions. You know, some fucking goofy space shit.
I like watching the newer one. Well, I mean, it's not new. I think it came out in like 06 or some shit. But the one with Mark Wahlberg. But I also I like watching that one. And I like watching the whole series, like the one with, what's his name? Franco? James Franco. And like that, there's like I think there's like a couple of other ones. And I like watching like the whole story. I think it's really cool.
And Seth Rogen.
No, that's Pineapple Express. Wrong movie.
Kyle, did you get to Discord? Where I put that scan up? That scan's legit too, my brother. Straight legitness.
Yeah, Pineapple Express. That was awesome.
So if you ever need something scanned, just come on over. I got you. Yeah, that's badass. That makes sense too for the way
Did you get my thing?
your mic.
No, my
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm getting it. I muted your mic.
I'm saying here, he muted my mic because I'm using the blowtorch. Fine, whatever.
She like,
And I knew that, and he knew that, but he didn't even get me my piece of, what is it? Shatter. I lost words for a second.
I'm such a terrible hubby.
No, you're an amazing husband.
She hasn't been served her shatter. The princess. Should change your name to the Shatter
The
Princess.
Shatter Princess Brooklyn.
Everybody else on the internet's like ganja this or cannabis this. You could be like Shatter that. Everybody's this, you be that.
Anybody have any topics that they want us to discuss next week
Or not even next week, in the
or
future.
in the future? Any suggestions
Any suggestions of topics that you want to
that
see
you want to hear?
DJ Bruce just totally destroy. I straight jacking up in this podcast. Is that good? I'll tell you a story. I was on a different podcast once for a 420 show. And it was supposed to this dude had this awesome fucking plan, man.
It was a plan.
It was a plan. He had this awesome fucking plan. And all these people were supposed to be involved. And it was a whole, they were in Canada. Yeah, Torch is ripping over here, boy. But, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go on this podcast. So it's okay, so you got to show up during the day. and do the podcast part, and we're gonna interview you, and you need to be smoking because it's 420, and you know there's gonna be these other people there and all this other shit.
And it was like in every 420 time
Smoke
zone.
across North America.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, man, you know, but I wasn't supposed to be on it for the whole America, you know.
There were supposed to be others.
Well, me and only one other dude me and the announcer showed up, and that was
The announcer.
and that was it. And the announcer was like this old ass like hash farmer, and he was like
It was cool though.
he was cool, and he was just sitting there in his like flannel shirt, and he had his like peepaw glasses on. He looked like grandpa and shit, ready to like read a book to you next to the fireplace and
Read
shit.
a book to you.
Beagle laying next to him and shit. Shotgun up there, like elk fucking hanging on the wall. Real cool dude though. Makes his own bubble hash and shit.
Yeah.
Grows
yeah.
his own fucking smart ass
And
guy.
he does have a cool voice.
Yeah, and he's a professional announcer. Like he does commercials and stuff. So they were gonna have him announce this whole raid and do all this thing, but I was the only guest that showed up. And yeah, I ended up sitting there smoking a bong and doing all this shit for like 5 hours or something.
But then you played.
And then I had a DJ. And then I DJ'd for my hour, did my set, and then they rated me. But it was weird because it was like we were on a...
Who was that dude that they rated you to?
They rated me
Who
to
did
this
they-
guy, but he was on Facebook. And we did most of this through Twitter, and this dude like would like put the Facebook video up, and he had kind of like a raid train set up, but he did it all through Twitter. And so after me, it was this guy, and this guy was supposed to be like the main event. And it turned out to be a dude in his basement with all his friends hanging out. And he turned on a boombox, and he grabbed like a Play School microphone. And what was the song he sung? He started just yelling in the
He was
microphone.
like yelling into the mic.
It was something crazy too. Like
I don't even fucking remember.
it was like
Stupid.
itsy bitsy bitch or like some weird shit. And it was just, and he just screamed it for like 10 minutes and was like, peace y'all, and shut off the stream.
It was the wackest. It was like that really happened. I was
Like, it
astonished.
was crazy. Yeah. And after that show though, we never saw that dude again.
No.
Ever.
No, he like disappeared.
He
off the
disappeared.
face of
He
the earth.
erased all his socials. The dude that threw the party, not even like the rapper dude. But he erased all. I think he was embarrassed because nobody showed up and shit. And
Which is whatever, man. Like sometimes it doesn't happen.
it's hard.
And you
Like
just gotta kind of roll with it and just be cool, man.
nobody's really talking besides Kyle. But like streaming's hard. I've been doing it for 22. I started in 2010 with audio streams. So I've been streaming like 12 years, 13, going on 13 years. And it's, see, he had nothing to be embarrassed about. And like, he had me and the other guy, which stayed for his whole show. We had good content. We all got ripped the fuck.
Definitely.
I sat there with like a fucking 2-foot bong on my lap the whole day. And the show was a whole bomb. I think Jennifer and Top Cat came through, and you know, a couple people came through. And I mean, it was totally horrible, but at the same time, people still came through. And I even remember me like just DJing, dude, for like fucking hours upon hours upon hours, and just empty rooms all day long, all night long. Not even one person would come through to change the number from a 0 to a 1. Like, let alone trying to get someone to chat and shit. And it's just like, it's a lot of work to build and get shit. And it's easier nowadays with Twitch and with all the gamers making streaming popular. Back when it was just like music thing, and man, it was hard. But now it's still now hard now too. But Twitch does make it easier and have everything set up, and there's your Facebooks and Twitters, and you could pretty much go live on every platform as long as you can meet like certain specs and shit. So how you feeling, Brookers?
Still coughing.
She's still coughing. I'm not sure I rip another one.
Did you just stop the recording?
Podcast is over. We're just chilling now.
I know. It was part of it.
We chilled long enough on there. We're just ripping down. Now we could just hang out. Because you need what, hours? So I rip another down.
I need days.
Hours too, right? Days, hours.
I think I got my hours.
You think you got your hours?
I don't know if hours count.
Kyle, you were here ripping with us. You know how we do it. We all were dying this afternoon. Them after breakfast dabs hit totally different.
After breakfast. Breakfast?
Before breakfast dabs hit totally different too. Burgers woke up this morning and was like, oh shit, Kyle and Tara are coming. And then I'm just like dead because we went to bed mad late and shit. We had the show last night. After the show last night, like we were fucking wiped. And then cleaning up the studio and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Kyle forgot the milk.
Oh, damn, Kyle.
Yo, I'll mail it to you, dude.
You can't mail it to him.
I'll snail mail it too.
I forgot about it, too.
By the time it gets there, you'll have yogurt. Or cheese, whatever they make out of milk.
I completely forgot about it. Yeah, we don't, like I said, we usually just drink the,
It's cool. We'll
almond
use
milk.
it. But see, that's how DJ Bruce does you. Like, you visit DJ Bruce,
come home with stuff.
and it's not even about coming home with stuff, but like, if you drink something that we don't normally keep stock of or whatever,
Oh, I
the
buy
next
it.
time you come, that shit's in the fridge waiting for you. Because we got you like that. That's how we roll. It's called hospitality. Mix it with some scrambled eggs. Good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this morning I made sausage, egg, and cheese, and a croissant.
Yeah, they were like little hot pockets, but they were like homemade.
Yeah.
They had like a sausage. Yo, they were absolute fireburgers.
And then I made a lemon blueberry cream cheese Danish.
Yo, these Danishes, folks, melt. Just strictly melt. Amazing, dude. Amazing.
Amazing.
Kyle can confirm.
Yeah. Shit was straight good. Kyle says I should have taken some of that Danish home. The shit was fire. I think the kids hit it.
Yeah, that wasn't happening because I told the kids to hide it.
You told them to hide it?
Yeah, I said Kyle can have
can
as
make
many
more.
as the sausage pockets he wants if he asks for food. But I said hide them Danishes, yo.
I can make more.
They were fire. And then I made sure Kyle wasn't gonna ask to take some food home, so I was like feeding him these fucking nice ass dabs.
Making sure Kyle was nice and toasty before he left to go home. I mean, not toast, like he was safe enough to drive. I mean,
Yeah, drive safe always. But toasty enough to forget your Danish. Kyle, you would have done the same thing. You would have laid them out nice and hot and been like, eat as many as you want. But then leftovers, when there's something not good, I would have been like, yo, there ain't no more of them. You could have these though. You know you would have done the
he
same.
said hide the Danish from me. Well played.
Especially
You're
like
oh,
she said.
damn, the dogs got up on the counter.
Yeah,
and
the
ate
dogs
it all.
ate it, dude. No, but like she said, she never made it before. And it was that good, like,
Yeah, it was really, really good. Unlike my chocolate chip cookie fiasco.
Those cookies were good, though. There ain't none left. Maybe you should make your Danish on the stream.
I could. So, for those of you who don't know, on my Discord, every so often, and I mean, I've only done it once, but my plan is to do it every so often. I want to have my own little cooking show, but just on Discord. I don't want to stream it on Twitch and have everything, You're like in my audience, like live studio audience, and you get a cookbook, and you get a cookbook.
But there you go, Kyle.
Yeah.
You get in Brooker's Discord, and when she does her cooking, you can learn how to make the freaking Danish, dude. Mm-hmm.
So simple too.
You can make like different flavors.
98% of my recipes are like crazy, like 8th grade simple.
I'll tell you what though, like Brooker's, we eat a lot of vegetarian and a lot of vegan food to be like healthy wise, and she just finds the recipes and we try it, and I mean, I would say 98% of the things she makes is absolute fire. There's that.
Well,
Like the sweet potato thing the other day, that was horrible.
you're not picky per se, but there are things that you don't like.
Yeah.
And
it's not
sweet potatoes and chickpeas are or two of those things.
It's a consistency thing, folks. DJ Bruce a big weirdo.
Well, yeah, Bruce also doesn't like his food touching and mixed together.
I do have OCD and bipolars.
You do another dab? Damn, son. Kyle said, people who know how to cook will be more valuable than a soldier during the apocalypse. True. Bear says relatable.
Bear Decoder. I was going through your Discord the other night and checking out your latest pictures. Good stuff, my man. I was digging it. When's your next art stream? I haven't seen you stream in a minute.
He's been busy. He's a busy man.
Oh, hopefully everything's good. I know I've been busy. I could have missed it too. I've been working like crazy.
One more, and then I think we'll call it a night.
You got your pineapple. Your pineapples too.
Let's save that for the morning.
For the morning.
What time is it? It's already 9 o'clock. I wanted to raid into Willy Will.
He'll still be on. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're okay and stuff. You know, I know you've been coming through on my show, but I don't get to like... It's kind of cool doing this show. And I like this part and the beginning part because I get to, like... Most of you guys are from my other show. So this is where I get to like actually talk to you instead of being like... Hurry up because I only got 2 seconds before I have to do some kind of mixing and some fucking DJ shit.
Yeah.
So now I get to actually like... You know, spend time with you, ask you stuff instead of like, oh yeah, it's just this fucking music guy.
House hat.
Yeah, you know, oh, tip, big love for the fucking hydrate. Thanks for the house hat. Here comes the fire. You know what I mean? Now we like real people shit right here.
Now we talking.
Yeah, coffee talking. I'm just hanging out, doing the thing, relaxing on a Sunday. Which I hope you guys dig this side of me. Because I know that fucking DJ shit, that's like, you know, DJ. Yeah, we have some good conversations.
I think so. I hope so. I find them interesting.
Me, I try to say goofy shit.
I wouldn't be sitting here with you all these years later if it wasn't.
I try to be I try to be the comedian.
I think we both laugh.
Yeah. I don't know. I had Kyle rolling today though. My man was dying. And my Discord's funny too. There's sometimes like Biggs, I had that dude laughing. He fell out his chair.
Kyle says it's nice to have fellow stoners with intelligent conversations. People who smoke weed are the smartest in my opinion. Bear says, I love your DJ streams, but this is more palatable. You know, not always in the mood to dance and rave, but this feels like chilling with the homies. I agree.
Yeah, and that's the vibe we're trying to put out here, you know. Having a cup of coffee with us, smoking, sipping or whatever. And just besides the topic we're talking about, we get to moments like this where you just, get to know a little bit more about somebody or whatnot. Because it's not all about just, DJing. It's not all about Twitch streaming. It's not about smoking weed. I mean, all that stuff's great and stuff, but it's about all you guys. It's about the connection we make.
But
my favorite thing on all my streams all these years, right, is something like, I had Jennifer come to my stream and she's sitting there watching me for weeks, months. Then all of a sudden, Top Cat meets me on Twitter and he starts coming to the streams. But besides me being friends with Top Cat and me being friends with Jennifer, I watched these two people create a friendship together. And then I see them on Twitter following each other and talking to each other. And then I see them, that's the greatest fucking feeling. Or even like something like this, Bear Dakota just randomly met me through that fucking crazy bingo thing. And we became friends ourselves, And then I get to watch Bear meet Top Cat. I get to watch him meet Kyle. I get to watch you guys develop a friendship. And that's what I love. I just love watching that. I love watching the chat interact with each other. Man, you kill me talking about the cat you never see. Cats be like that, though. We got that one cat, I'm telling you. Every once in a while, I catch a glimpse of him, and he'll be hiding in the corner thinking he's invisible because he's real skittish.
Hold on. We have 4 cats, but you only ever see 3.
Right. And the other 3 will let you pet him and all that other stuff. But the one cat, man, he's like feral or something. And he's the coolest cat because he's just so chill. But you'll catch him going down the hallway or something and he'll hide thinking he's invisible. And then you go to pet him and he'll just take off. He won't let you touch him, nothing. He's crazy. But greatest cat to have, though. He really is. Bruce Jr. is fucking awesome. Yeah, that's a fun cat. He's old. The body slams himself and shit.
He's our 12-year-old cat. He's our cat dog.
Yep. Tongue out. Smiles.
He licks you to kiss you. Smiles. His teeth come out. He rolls onto his back so you could pet his belly.
But yeah, it's fun to visit. If any of you want to visit, y'all just holler. I'll let you know if I trust you.
Background check first.
I'll run my...
y'all motherfuckers might be crazy.
I'll run my internet check, but so far so good. I meet strangers on the internet all the time, and I've never had a bad experience. So far so good.
No axe murderers yet.
No axe murderers. I've seen a couple guns with people I've met on the internet, and I did tell them not to bring a gun, but I do live in an area where that's kind of inevitable.
Yeah, I try, Bear.
But yeah, legit, totally, ask a few questions, but totally meet people off the internet. It's a great experience. I've had nothing but fun over the years. Many, many people I've met over the internet, and I've made many friends.
DJ Bruce's opinions are of his own and do not reflect Bada Coffee Podcast's opinions whatsoever.
But yeah. Yeah, just PM. I'll run the background check. Fucking slap a tattoo on you. We'll hang out. It'll be fun. Be lots of fun. But yeah. We're gonna keep ripping on this blowtorch burgers.
Well, I gotta do, it's like second breakfast, but for dabs. So what happens is your pipe cools down, but you still got stuff in there. So you gotta heat it back up until it smokes a little bit, and then you get second dabs.
Second dab business. But yeah, I hope you guys are digging the podcast. And yeah, you're the best, Kyle. It's awesome that we became friends. And it ain't like you visit once. Kyle visited a bunch of times now. It's fucking
Kyle
awesome.
family.
We have a blast. I fucking love it. We actually found him through another gamer, through Green Slate Gaming that was here earlier. And
It was only like an hour away.
found out me and Kyle are pretty much neighbors. We're about an hour apart. So we've been chilling every few months. But it's fucking cool as fuck. It's just cool.
It's cool.
So yeah, y'all passing through, y'all hit me up. Pass the quiz, y'all are in.
Pass the Dutchie.
Pass the quiz. Pass the quiz. I kill myself. It's crazy.
All right, y'all. We're going to raid into Willy Will again.
Yeah, speaking of, let me get these visuals caught up. We got like a going out screen.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I
yeah,
make
yeah.
shit nice for
I'm
y'all.
going out.
Yeah, I got a lot of people on my raid list now, so I make my rounds to people,
Yarp.
which is why we haven't done a Green Slate Gaming raid in a minute. But it's hard because of I try to raid so many people, and then so many people raid me, so it's just craziness being a streamer and trying to show love to everybody all at the same time. Like, that's my main problem. And you know, it's really hard to keep up and to keep like Twitch relationships. The Twitch streets is mean, but DJ Bruce, he got his own block. We doing good. But yeah, next Sunday, right, Brokers?
Yep.
7 o'clock Central Time, CST, Certified Stoner Time.
Certified Stoner Time.
We'll be here. We'll be doing it again. We'll have some kind of cool ass topic. If anybody thinks of a topic or something, or has something like that would be like podcast worthy or awesome,
Let us know.
PM us, and we'll see if we can get it in. Or if you're like a streamer or anybody, or just a cool person that's not gonna like be a douche, and you want to be a guest, PM us. We'll work it out. We'll get you up on the show. You can have fun with us. Everybody will be able to hear you. But, you know, hit us up. So we looking for guests, topics, all that other stuff. Do it big. It'll be a lot of fun. Watch Legend Quest to come up with ideas.
Yes, I will. I will, Kyle.
Yeah, that's cool. We appreciate you bringing us them episodes and shit. Badass stuff, my dude. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. We love you. Bear Dakota, we love you. Hopefully, we see you streaming again. If not, we see you all the time. We glad you're around. You the best.
All right, y'all get ready. We're going to go raid Willy Will. Tell him that Pot of Coffee Podcast sent you.
I almost said tell him Bruce sent you.
See
It's
y'all
hard.
next week.
Peace out, y'all. Love. Here we go.